Right. Okay. Talking about of new devices that's come out as well, which is a weird one. Not even weird, is the Mom, I want a phone device, which is the 16E. Yeah. So basically, this is it's more expensive. It's $599. Everybody wants to stay at $499. Yeah, but it's $599, but it's got an A18 chip in it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, which is ridiculous actually. And it's a decent phone.
I know.
Nah. The man is rude. The man is absolutely rude.
Listen, it's right there.
No way.
Affinity Xtra, be extra.
Yeah, people. This is your boy here watching Moore alongside Marx. Yeah, bro. So we back with another Tech Extra, and obviously from the last listen, man, we all got teched out last time we did our recordings, man. Yeah. I think we ran out of technology, man, after that one. So I was like, I gave it all up. But the one thing I would have to say, and I have to apologize to people who are fully on the PC situation. That as much as we like to talk about, ecosystems and different things when it comes to technology, we are Apple guys as much as we've got PC experiences. You know what I mean? And that's my apology for this next episode, because we're not going to touch anything. I think we have to do some proper research on the PC side and cover something, bro. But I just feel like it's a waste of time.
Yeah, for me, it's a waste of I mean, I tell you what it is for me. It's like, you talk what you know, innit?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't feel the need to go out and learn about PC stuff, because I'm going to always use Apple devices. I mean, I've got people that use PC devices that if you want to get the beer, then we could chop it up with them. We can. You know what I'm saying? Have a debate on which one's better.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, which one better is a stupid question to me, because you can always find a souped up PC or souped up Mac that's fast, that you can go, oh, this and that. Mac is a great cult, I would say, technically, technology wise. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it doesn't use products from other makes. It's not like it doesn't use a Samsung screen or LG screen in their products, but they've just created a controlled environment and maximized it, to their advantage. So for me, what I would say is that from a creative standpoint, a Mac suits my work flow, and as a product, the quality of it lasts a lot longer. Like I've got, so I've got a Mac Mini over there that's just doing basic, just grinding. Yeah. I am going to check what year it is, because I can check it about us. Yeah. So hold on 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to do this right now, just because I'm just fast like that still. Yeah. I've got a Mac Mini over there, that side. I'm going to just check it. Right. What year do you reckon it is?
I reckon, let me see. MacBook, what is it? Mac Mini, Mac Air? Mac Mini, 2014.
$20.
2011. I was out. Yeah.
2011, bro.
Yeah.
Where are we now, bro? 2011.
2025, man. So you're talking good 14 years.
And I'm using it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. See,
that's stupid.
I feel like I need to put this little thing out there. So we're going to be obviously talking about Mac products. I wasn't always a Mac person. I started off my tech on the PC side. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I built my own PC.
Build my own PCs. Go to
MMX.
Go to computer fair, build my own PCs. Jeez. Gather the graphics card, gather the motherboard, gather this and the other. You put it together.
Same as me.
I love that kind of stuff. So that's where I started from. So when I talk about Mac, it's not because I'm a Mac fanboy. I started on PC. I built most of my life into my 20s on PC.
Okay, cool.
So I feel like I've had enough experience, and even though for my own stuff, I've converted to Mac. When I'm working with certain clients and stuff like that, if their systems are PC based, then they'll provide, for example, a Windows laptop for me to do whatever project I'm working on with them. So I still, every blue moon, still use them, and I've still So even with that, I'm still saying I don't think Windows are ready to touch Mac in terms of durability, in terms of longevity. I mean,
it's an uncontrolled environment,
Yeah.
bro. But I must admit, Surfaces are close,
they are close.
but not in pace, but just that's what
Yeah.
it should be. Surfaces, and I think like the way that the Google Pixel phone operates, these are a similar model to Apple, where the operating system provider is the person who's developing the hardware. You know what I'm saying? So there's a synergy there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you find that the Google Pixel is a great product to have, and it, you know, because there's a synergy. You know what I'm saying?
But there's certain little things for me which like tip it over. Like for example, since I've been a Mac user, I've never, even when they were using Intel-based chips, I've never ever on any Mac had to buy any internet security. Never.
Well,
On Windows
preach.
PCs, I could not buy a Windows PC and not buy a McAfee or Norton.
Yeah.
I have
Preach,
to because
preach.
I just feel like the security level doesn't compare. But every Mac I've had, it's been so secure. I've not felt the need to. I've not been infected by viruses. I've not had random tabs opening up on Safari because it's linked to this site and that.
But what I
It just
will
doesn't
say,
happen.
if you do have that, you've gone out your way to go into some dodgy circles, yeah? So if you're going to go into the dark web and do incognito stuff, trust me, you can drag the Mac into viruses, yeah? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're going to open the door to the enemy
For the
will
sensible
cover-
ones of us, which are on their
which-
grind doing proper business, we're not going to experience
you know
that.
what I'm saying? So it's not about downloading free
Yeah,
software
yeah.
and stuff. There's no need. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing properly,
Yeah.
and the thing will take proper view. I've never been hit by a virus on my over the years, even in my PC times. But the thing is, it's like I remember, you know, when it comes to viruses, it's really down to, you know, a lot of times where you go into, where people are going, I'm downloading movies. Why don't you just subscribe to Prime?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I love downloading movies.
I think a lot of the time I heard crazy cases of viruses, it tends to be people that have got no common sense or literally have no clue when it comes to tech. I mean, a typical example, only this week I received a random text message saying to me about I hadn't signed up to whatever this thing was and my account was at risk here, right? For a company I'm not even signed up to.
Yeah.
So it was a scammer text sent out to me, all based on me clicking this link to go and put in my details.
Okay.
And I think that's a lot of the issue why people over the years have got things like viruses and whatnot. They get a random message or email and they get scared. So they click the link to go and think. And as soon as they do that, that's it. They're exposed.
Wow. Jesus. This is what I'm saying. Before you click the link, always look at the email address. Email address gives it away.
Yeah, that's a basic standard.
You know what I'm saying? You don't look at the name, look at the actual address. You know what I mean?
So when you receive a Barclays email, yet the email address is a Hotmail, then you know things
you know to allow it, man. You know to allow it anyway, still, yeah. But listen up, man. So the last time we was up here, still, we was talking about what we wanted from Mac this year, what we expected from Mac this year. And they are approaching things a bit differently in terms of bringing out bit by bit products. And we can talk about a bit the rumors and whatever still, but we're gonna hit about the products and why we'd use them, why we wouldn't use them on what server anyway still, so being as we got two iPad Airs here anyway, so I've got I got the baby and
the iPad Mini,
you know what I'm saying, and you've got the heavyweight and
the 13-inch Pro. You know what? Regardless of 13-inch Pro and iPad Mini, I will still say in terms of day-to-day use and whatnot, that's the better iPad. I think it's the most convenient one. I'll take that everywhere.
Yeah.
100%.
All day. Just everything you need to do as well. It does all tablet functions well. You know what I'm saying? Where this does tablet functions and
and
productivity a bit more.
Which is why I got this one.
Yeah. No, 100%. Right. So okay, let's go with as we're talking about iPad Air. They brought out a new one. I'm like, I put an M3 chip in there, bro. Yeah. So what's it? You're more of an iPad man than me. Yeah, I'm saying.
You know what it is? I think a lot of people, especially like tech reviewers and people that do things like what we're doing here, we just automatically expect there's a new M4 chip out. If a new iPad comes out, it's going to get the M4 chip. We've seen Apple do it before. Released like the M1 in a Pro model.
I'm talking about iPad Air.
Yeah.
You're talking about a MacBook Air in it.
No.
Okay.
So I'm saying the iPad Air.
yeah.
So it's got the M3 chip in it.
M3 chip in it.
So what I'm saying is, we've seen Apple do it before, where they put the M1 chip into the Pro iPad.
Yes, correct. Yeah,
and then later, I think it was the an iPad Air. They put the M1 chip in. Was it iPad Air? But they
yeah.
So
they kind of move on the Pro, and then they leave the old one into the iPad Air.
But everyone was expecting the M4. It's out now. If an iPad comes out, they're going to drop the M4 in there as well. They didn't, but I'm not disappointed at that, because the M3 was still a beast in itself. It's been spoken about enough. Whether you've got the M1 in the MacBook, iPad Air, the M3 or the M4, these chips are so powerful that they're probably more than you need in an iPad anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, the M3, for people that do a bit more than just use it as an iPad, I think the M3 will be good. If you've got an earlier version iPad Air, you probably don't need to upgrade, but it's a nice iPad. I can't complain.
The two ways, if you got an M1 iPad, it's still fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm still using my iPad Pro with the I think I got an A4 12, 13 chip in my iPad, but I only use it for Netflix and movies and stuff like that. I don't really do anything crazy in it, but it does the job, man. You know, I think I had the first model of the iPad, the stick iPad Pro version. I got the older one as well. My missus got just using that around the house. And she's watching iPlay and playing games. It's just still functions and stuff like that. So performs down to the iPad Air. Was it necessary to upgrade? I don't think it was.
I don't think it was necessary. I mean, if you've got like the 2020 iPad Pro or something like that, which I can't remember what the chip was in it, maybe the A15, A16, I can't remember. Then you might say upgrading to the M3 it's time to. But if you're coming from an M1 iPad
or M2
Air,
or M2,
then it's not going to be worth your while, because unless you're doing like some really like we were saying before, doing a lot of productivity, so the little bit of extra power will make things a bit faster for you and all that kind of stuff. If you're just using it as like play a few games, do a few notes, kids playing some apps and stuff like that, then you probably don't need to upgrade. But yeah, I mean, again, regardless, it's a beautiful iPad. It's a lovely screen. What's not to like, apart from saying that, like I said, you don't need that much power. But yeah, the screens are really nice on it. It comes in 11-inch and a 13-inch size. So obviously, whichever one you're choosing, because even if you get the normal iPad, that's a 10.9, I think it is. So it's about the same size as your normal iPad. But other than that, again, you're not missing much, because even on their website it says that this is nearly 2 times faster than the iPad Air M1 chip. So it's nearly 2 times faster, so it's not that much. Than the M1 chip one. So if you've got the M1 chip, you could probably use that one for another few years without having to worry, to be fair.
Nah, that's calm. But it's true. Listen, like you said, you gotta be wise when you're upgrading iPads, because you can get in the habit of buying an iPad every day. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I definitely can.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I know definitely these keys. Me, I'm like, nah. Wait, hold your fire. So iPad Air, it's a yay, but it's a yay where it's not like a must buy.
No, it's not.
It's not a game changer.
No,
it's just a keeping on top of things.
Yeah. They got the M4 chip out now. They've probably got a whole stack of M3 chips which have been out there in the warehouse. What can we pull it in? Let's chuck it in the iPad. Pull it in the iPad Air.
That's calm. Nah, 100%. Okay, let's go to I think it's the most boring upgrade laptop out there when it comes to Apple, because the upgrade is every 2 weeks, man, for me. And that's the MacBook Air.
Why do you think it's the most boring one?
Because I just think every time they upgrade this is the one that always upgrade MacBook Air. You know what I'm saying? They always upgrade this every single time. So we don't even need to go to Mark Gurman. You don't even need to check the highlights. They're gonna put the M4 chip in it, man. When they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it anyway. So it wasn't really exciting for me, but it was necessary. But I must admit, again, if you are wanting to get a Mac laptop and you haven't got one, and you don't really do heavy duty video editing, get this. absolutely get this. You know what I'm saying? The chip, it can do anything. It can even do video editing for you. You know.
So for something like this, then, like, who should be upgrading in terms of like if they're going for the M4?
I would say anybody who hasn't got a M laptop and you need to upgrade, and you got Intel laptops, I would even say musicians should get this. Musicians, I'm sick of tired of seeing musicians, live musicians back out Intel Macs. I think it's crazy. They need something lightweight, easy to carry, not a MacBook Pro. But there's some of them like MacBook Pros, but I don't think they need a MacBook Pro. You know what I'm saying? Where just need something that has a USB option. You know what I'm saying? And let's go. And it has a good long battery life. And that's what they need. So for me, this is ideal for like musicians, and it's ideal for entry level. Like, to be honest, bro, there was a stage where I couldn't afford a MacBook Pro. So I got myself a MacBook Air, the second gen. I think the first one or the second generation one, and that was about 750 quid at the time or something like that. Still, and I was video editing and that like crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? My son's joke is my son is using it now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Up at uni, I was looking at him and going, he's got it out there doing some of his uni work on it still. I'm thinking, bro, when are you gonna give me back and go and get your own laptop? You know what I mean? Like, you know, so for me, and I always said to him, make sure I get it back. You know the one there still. You know what I mean? Don't think
don't go damn. Don't think it's yours to keep.
You know the one there. So he's had to buy. You know, because the missus was using it, and then he took it off, and he's just using it. And he's still like, he had a few problems with it, but just got it sorted out, and it kept it moving. So like for me, it's the MacBook Air was a great addition. Is a great addition to the system, and I think that if don't be a fake pro and get a pro because you want to show off. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a pro, my wife's got an M1 MacBook Air. I know also Sophie's got a MacBook Air. It just does all the work that I needed to do. And my wife's there running a podcast, doing video editing for a podcast, doing the audio for a podcast, doing all these different things. And
I think one of the points you made is so true, is that I think people, unless you're, maybe it's because then people are not in the tech space or whatever, I don't know, but I think there's still a lot of people underestimating just how powerful and efficient these M series chips are. Because like you said, you can do editing on the M1 chip. And if you're not doing editing, then the M1 chip can do pretty much anything else you're going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So literally, if you're literally just going to be streaming, all that kind of stuff, you don't need to get the greatest and latest. You know what I'm saying? You just need to get something that can do what you want. So if that's the case, I'll say to you, even save money spending, £1,000 on this M4, go to Amazon, maybe look for the M1 version, which will probably cost you an extra less than £300 less now.
Because they're saying here that this is only 2 times faster than the M1 Mac. But the joke is it's 23 times faster than the Intel-based MacBook Air. That's just ridiculous.
It's massive difference.
Crazy difference, bro.
I'm just taking a quick look to see how much people can actually get the M1 on Amazon now, if it's still available. Look, £569. A nice renewed one, £569. There's even a renewed one going on there for £485 for that, and that's the M1 MacBook Air.
But the one that is at 569, I would say get that one because that's 256 SSD, 16 gigabyte.
So $569. That's a very good deal for an M1.
And I'm running a Mac Mini right now, M1, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely fine.
Absolutely great deal for an M1 MacBook Air.
M chips. M chips are crazy. Also, this has an all-day battery, and I think, thanks to these new chips, not only from the M chip, but also I believe the Ryzen chips as well, whatsoever, it's totally changed your life when it comes about the game, when it comes to battery life. Because guys, as soon as you press the remember it used to be like you got an hour or 2 hours battery life on a laptop. Even if they said 4 hours, it's an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because once you back out a video, you're trying to export a video, you're praying. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be connected to power.
I think we need to add there, because obviously it's all day battery life, but that is, for me, I find anyway, that's if you're doing the minimal. Because for someone that edits and does heavy stuff like I do, if I get 3 hours,
I'm
lucky.
Amen. It'll get you to a distance on the train. But that's what the Air is. That's what I'm saying to you. It's not for people that's doing 5-angle video shoots. It's for people that's doing blog videos and one
basic
angle,
stuff.
Your basic stuff. Even to be honest, editing stuff that like on what we're doing now. You know what I'm saying? You create your templates and you let it go. And you've got time to wait. You know that. You got it there. So for me, I hear what you're saying, but there's not very much. There's very few people that will push it.
Yeah, I believe so.
You say so. I reckon you'll be able to go to a meeting. Like, say for example, I got business in London to do. Yeah, I can go away in the morning, charge up my MacBook Air, go in the morning, head down to London. The amount of times I'll open up into the shop and close it, open up in the shops and close it. Because you could always have it open on a train, open it when I just want to relax a bit. You know what I'm saying? Sit back up. By the time you get back up, I don't think half the battery will be done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? And that's and that's an all day in London. You know what I'm saying? So What do you think
of the color? You like the color?
It's like blue thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It just reminds me of Manchester City. So
Manchester City.
Yeah, I say.
Gosh. Let's move on swiftly.
So I there's no like blue. If it's Pan African colors, unity. I don't want that.
You know what? I would say that because obviously on the Pro versions they've got what they call now the space black color. I would have loved to see that come into the MacBook Air. I think that would have been a nice little thing.
Space black.
Yeah.
Didn't have black in the last one.
No, not space. They've got dark
black?
space grey, but they got a proper darker kind of black version now on the Pro.
Remember black on the old Macs? They had black and they had white. Yeah. They're good old days. I remember Triple E had one.
Triple E,
Yeah. Some name dropping, forgive me, people. Right. Okay. Talking about of new devices that's come out as well, which is a weird one. Not even weird, is the Mom, I want a phone device, which is a 16E. Yeah. So basically, this is it's more expensive. It's $599. Everybody wants to stay at $499. Yeah, with $599, but it's got an A18 chip in it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, which is ridiculous actually. And it's a decent phone.
I know.
Nah. The man is rude. The man is absolutely rude.
Listen, it's right there.
No way. Bro, you're a joker.
So
once again, that's cool.
It's the same size.
And it's it's got the island.
No, it's not got the dynamic island. It's got the 48 megapixel camera still.
Yeah.
It hasn't got the dynamic island.
Yeah. Go on, talk to me.
Okay, so.
But the thing is,
it's a funny thing.
You was looking to get the Android phone. You was looking to get second.
I am looking to get an Android phone
device
to the side because I have a few little projects that I do which require an Android device.
Yeah, we
but
do.
Here's the thing. So, a little thing about this. So, this is the new iPhone 16e, guys. As you can see, this is the nice black color. I always go to try for the darker colors. So, this week, I sold my 16 Pro Max and downgraded to this iPhone 16e. A lot of people say, why would you sell the 16 Pro Max and get the 16? And I'll tell you what it is for me. There was a few reasons. So one,
hold on.
Yeah.
You sold your Pro Max.
My Pro Max to get the 16e. And I'll tell you why. One of the reasons, those with the 16 Pro Max now, right, they know that obviously the phones are a bit bigger. So the 16 Pro Max, I believe, is a 6.9 inch screen now. And I just felt it felt big, very big in my hands.
Yeah,
and
but I got a 15, so look at this.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a 16.9 inch screen. So it felt very big in my hands.
Of course.
And someone that uses the phone a lot for various things, it became uncomfortable constantly using it.
Okay.
Secondly, and I was saying this to my mate now. So like, if I just put this on for you to see my home screen. So that is it. I've only got one page on my phone. So normally you scroll across and you've got multiple. That's my only page. And what I've done, I wanted to go to the 16E to get a small phone for more comfort and easy use. But I'm trying to go minimalistic now. So one of the things with me, I do so much stuff that now I wanted to, I don't want to be looking at my phone all the time. It's all work. It's all this. I just want to go back to a time where a phone was just there to be a phone. and it wasn't there to be my media interface. It wasn't there to be for me to watch all my Netflixes and all that kind of stuff. Just basic stuff. Maybe check a few emails, write a few messages to people, and just use it as a phone. And that was my thinking: that one, the comfort in my hands, and two, I wanted to go a bit more minimalistic. And even, you know what, to be fair, I've even done it on my iPad as well, where I've literally gone from having like 4 pages to just 1 page on my iPad now, so that there'll be times that I could just use my iPad without feeling all the time that I've been attacked by work.
You took about 2 days to sort this out, didn't it?
No, you know what? It wasn't that bad, because what I didn't do, because a lot of people think, oh, you got to delete all these apps. I didn't delete the apps, so all the apps are still on there. What I did was, because you can see here, I've got groups.
Groups in here,
So I did. I basically, you can remove the folder and force the folder back into your app library. So when I go to my app library now, all these apps will be in their relevant groups still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just not on my main screen. So now when I put this on, I don't immediately feel attacked by work, you know, business, all that kind of stuff. It's very minimalistic, so I can actually just enjoy using my iPad now as an iPad, rather than thinking all the time that it's got 101 notifications and this and that and blah, blah, blah.
Without the iPad mini, would you have made that choice?
Without the iPad mini?
Yeah.
100%. Like I said, I literally felt I wanted to cut back and just do very minor little alterations.
I'm trying to work out ways on this now. I'm trying to work out so, okay, you getting that Sony camera, has that negated using the camera and the phone?
It's not even that. It's not even that. Literally, like I said, right now, as you can see, my phone is like 1 page. You know what I'm saying? I did this yesterday.
So what function do you miss from the 16 Pro? Is there a function
there isn't
that affects your production?
There is nothing that affects my production at all right now.
Okay.
Like I said, obviously, as you know, going out and doing a lot of media work, I was predominantly using the 16 Pro Max for the camera. I do obviously now not have to do that because I've got the Sony ZV-E10 II. But other than the camera, there's nothing that I'm missing having the 16E. I check my emails the same way. I WhatsApp people the same way. I'll go on YouTube the same way. The screen on this one is very nice, very, very nice. It's a 48 megapixel camera, so I'm not losing a whole load. I just like I said, I just wanted to get something that was more comfortable in my hand, easier to carry around, and like I said, just kind of restrict by changing my home layouts and all that kind of stuff, so that it was more a case of, you know what, I can look at my phone and just enjoy using the phone as a phone, rather than this is my business thing that I use for my cameras, for my editing, for this, that, and the other. I was doing on the 16 Pro Max, I was editing Canva on that. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm trying to get to the point where I'm not doing no Canva or nothing else like that.
I don't do that.
I'm going to work. I'm going to be going on my work devices, do what I need to do, and come off. But when it's just me and my phone, it's just a phone. Speak to family and friends, do the basic stuff.
You play games on it?
Yeah. So, and I got a few games on there. I didn't even touch them yet. But like I said, it was just a case of just drawing back. So then when I have, because as you know, we get busy. You know what I'm saying? We get busy. And we could be at what we're doing 24/7. I just want to get to the point where actually, when I pick up my phone now, I feel like actually I've ended for the day. You know what I'm saying? That there isn't a whole bunch of stuff on there that's attacking me. You still need to do this, Mark. You still need to do this. No,
I feel that.
It's nice and clear.
I feel that.
So that was my reason.
He's going to dedicate his box to my collection back there.
I'm not dedicating the box. I bought the box solely for this video. And it's getting back in my bag right now.
It would be nice next to the iPhone.
It's getting back in my bag before I come back and I see it up on the shelf.
Everyone goes, what, you got this? You got this? Yeah, I got this. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Like I said,
okay, that's good.
I've heard a lot of people talking about the 16E.
Yeah.
Funny enough, after I did it, I actually caught a couple YouTubers saying that they made the same step. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And pretty much similar reasons as well, which was very interesting to read. And
strong chip. It's a strong chip.
It's a very strong chip. Because like I said, there is the only two things I'm thinking that are missing is the dynamic island. And I don't think anybody buys the phone for the dynamic island. It doesn't really add anything too much. And then the camera system. Other than that, it does everything a Pro Max would do. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's something with the iPhones I'm a bit scared about. It's like every time I buy a new one now, and I upgraded quite quickly last time because I could. And I went from, and I think I just wanted to get off the lightning cable. So I got the USB-C now. And it's like,
it does everything I need. I'm you know, I could have got the 16, but I said, you know, I'm gonna wait till the 17 and see what happens and see what God. I'm not in no rush. And if you look after your phones, it will look after you. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know what I'm saying? And my boys are dribbling, going, Dad, I'm waiting for that phone to come back.
And the thing is, like you said, the iPhones in general, it's similar to what we were saying about the iPads. The chips in these things pretty much are more powerful than you need them to be for what they're driving. And the iPhone's been the same thing. You could probably say that if you use the 16 Pros that are out now, I'll probably go back as far as maybe the iPhone 13 and saying, if you've got an iPhone 13, unless you're doing some heavy stuff on it, you don't really need to upgrade it. It will still do the same things that you need to. It doesn't come with Apple Intelligence, but anyone following Apple Intelligence now will know that it hasn't really kicked off as yet. So even if it's on a 13, you're not missing out on anything at all.
I think I upgraded my mum to 14. You know what I'm saying? So it's perfect because they don't want the intelligence things still.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, even on the Pro Max, I didn't have the intelligence activated, and I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything at all.
I think I got one with the iPhone 15 actually. No, 15 I got a, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I said, I weren't bothered about the intelligence at all. I said, that's good enough for you, 100%. Okay, that's 16E. Okay, here's a bit of a side one, which is part of their thing collection. Now Mark's showing off about his thing. So he's gone and upgraded that like that still, He's not showing off.
Upgrade, downgrade, depending how you look at it.
I know. He's basically got rid of the, I mean, the 2 litre and got a hybrid. But basically, what it is, I have never purchased an AirPods. I never purchased them. There's something about them that I sort of dislike. Maybe because Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? But I've always got the Dr. Dre collection when it came to this. So I've got, because I do a lot of gym stuff and I'm quite an active guy, you know what I'm saying, and whatsoever. And I do go jogging and whatever there still, So I like to have the ones that go around my ears, you know what I'm saying? I cannot see. My brother says it works depending on the ear, you know what I mean? So he's going that the cheaper ones worked better for him. The what do you call them? The AirPods. But the AirPods Pro, he couldn't jog in them, but his AirPods he could. So he had to switch them around. So I was like, okay, cool. But I just prefer it going around my ear. So the Powerbeats Pros, I think that I had them and they've been out for 5-6 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they bought out a H chip version because I did get the smaller one. Not the Beats Solo. Let me get it up. So you know the Pro, you got them in there. So you've got the Pro Beats. You see Studio. Studio.
The Solos.
Not the Solos. There's another one. Okay, see all them Pro Beats. Sorry guys. So I got them and they kind of broke down on me. You know what I'm saying and whatsoever. And I was like, nah. Them one's there. Right there. So I tried the
Beats Fit Pro.
Fit Pro. So I tried them. Jogged around. Yeah, they say how good, but you know how many times I'm walking, it's dropped out my ear, bro. Some close calls, bro. And you have to put it back in. Bro. Nah. So I weren't feeling it, man. So I had to go back. You know what I mean? So I had to go for my Powerbeats. So it's crazy. So I'm using these now, and I'm realizing that you get to that time where it's saying, hallelujah, it's not working too well. So I'm going, okay, hold your ground. So I went on sign to see how much they're going for. And then all of a sudden you don't see them. Or you don't see them, they got upgrade. So I'm seeing his spots and stuff. And when it came out, I'm chuffed about them, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm chuffed. But I know it's not better than an AirPod Pro as a headphones. I know it's not better. But for what I need it for, and it's got, I'm not saying I need it to check my heart rate because I've always got my phone on me as well. Whatsoever. But I'm a very sport fanatic for anybody, a fitness fanatic. But I just like what it's done with the new H2 chip in there, a bit more flexibility with the new operating systems. I think it's absolutely fantastic, smaller, and just the fact, and I didn't think I'll say this, wireless charging. I'm like, what's the point of that? Because I got a wireless charger in my car. I got when you're starting to get wireless chargers around the place, you're thinking, I don't need that. I mean, you got this.
And you're like, oh, that's so convenient.
So you just leave it there and you're thinking, oh, it's charging? Oh. You know what I'm saying? How many times you get caught out? You know, having the lightning cables, USB-C, these little things where we're trying to get away from lightning cables. I think I still got a lightning cable in this studio here somewhere. But I just think it's a great little thing, quality wise, and it's good.
Do you know what, bro? It's like, so I'm totally with you. I mean, I have bought AirPods over the years. The first generation AirPods and the second generation AirPods fit me like a charm. I could put those in. I could walk around, run for a bus, whatever it is, and they'll be fine. They fit. The design fit perfectly. Every AirPod that's come out since then, I've tried to get it to work. I've bought different tips to go on the end of it to try and none of them since the second generation will fit my ears. You know what I'm saying? I bought a pair of AirPods Pro 2 weeks ago because they upgraded it to the MagSafe with the USB-C. So I thought, I'll give it another try. Maybe I wasn't using the right tips. And I had to bring it back because it just does not fit in my ears. I'm thinking something like this. I mean, to be fair, for the past, I say 6-7 years, I've been using over-the-head earphones anyway. Headphones. So the Sony XM4, look, your thing's trying to connect to my iPad. It wants a new owner.
No. Hey, it's not yours, mate. It's not yours. Yo, Bedroom. See, that's the problem with the H2 chip.
Yeah. So it's like I've had the Sony XM3s, the Sony XM4s. I've had some of the Bose Quiet Comforts. So all the overhead stuff. I think I've had one of the Beats ones as well.
Would you go and get the Apple one?
I've had the Apple one. Again, I had to bring that back. So the AirPods Max, hands down from me, are the best sounding headphones. That's just in my opinion in terms of my listening, how I listen. But if you go online right now, you'll see a lot of people complaining about the same thing, and that is, depending on your head shape and size, the clamping is very, very tight. So you pull it on and you feel like your face is being squashed like this. And you start getting pain all around your hair and getting headaches. Serious? And after 2 days, I could not take it anymore. What? I literally had to bring it back.
No way.
I'm kind of regretting it a little bit, not because of the thing, but
Apple sent me a
I've done obviously some research online and stuff like that. And a lot of people are saying that when you get them, because they're metal in it, the headbands. If you take the actual cups and you stretch them out like that, so you almost get a semi kind of arch like this. Obviously, because they're metal, they'll go back here, right? But then they'll kind of keep distance now. So when you put it on your head, you don't get the clamping.
Yeah, but who's going to do that?
Bare people. You'd be surprised. Trust me. If you go on YouTube now, you'll see loads of people, YouTube, TikTok. There's people buying them, and literally spreading them, putting them over a basketball and leaving them there overnight. So when they wake up in the morning, they can. So I regret it not seeing those videos before I brought it back. But yeah, the clamping was one of the things for me. But
apart from that, the sound wise is quality. Okay, cool.
But like I said, the only thing about overhead headphones is that after a while you can feel like you think to yourself, I just want to take these off. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's a hot day, you start feeling a bit warm around the ears. Whereas something like this. That's actually I need the earbuds, but ones that are not going to fall out. And it's so hard to find ones without the hook that do that. So that's why I'm considering the Powerbeats.
What colour will you get?
Black. It's got to be black for me, bro.
Black. I was tempted about sand. Is it sand? They've got sand.
Yeah, they got sand.
I was tempted, with sand.
I don't think I'll do sand. I think it would be black. If I was going to do any other colour, it would be probably the blue one. Oh, see, that's not even a blue. It's a purple. No, I'm not doing that. If they had a blue they've got
dark blue,
that kind of blue.
Okay,
I might go do. Yeah, but
yeah. Just put a hint out there.
The thing is, I've seen so many people with the oranges, man. It's like I don't understand. Well, everyone each to their own, innit? Yeah. But for me, if I'm going to get one, it's got to be a dark colour, either the black or the blue. So
we could tell we're from the UK, man. We only wear dark colours.
Listen, in the UK, you got to keep the heat wave you can.
Yeah. Wear black, man. Wear black, man. That's all we do, man. Wear black. But I remember when I wore my black Puma, just jumping with Puma there, and the black joggers, and just young people go, "Whoa, that looks sharp." Yeah. I'm thinking, it's just a black in it. And I'm like, yo, that looks nice, man. I'm thinking, boy, you guys just like variations of black in it. It's crazy. So it's so. From the sounds of things, I would say, guys, this is the price wise, you might think it's quite tasty, but the thing is, for me, it's great. And I'm not saying you buy it for a sensor, but just the fact that basically they got the sensor on it. For heartbeat rate, you know what I mean? I think it's absolutely fantastic.
So what's the sound quality like on those?
Oh, fine. I think it's not brilliant, but it's great. You know what I'm saying? Beats has that, you know what I mean? black people sound. That has that very bassy sound.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, still, yeah, you get in it. And I was listening to some music to it. The isolation thing, you just double click. Yeah. And I think it's just great. I'm a guy that I don't like doing this. You know what I mean? Doing gestures on my ear.
You wanna
Like
just
I want to
buttons.
click a button. You know what I'm saying? And you hear gong. You know what I mean? And you just turn the volume up. Click. I don't mind. And I think just them little factors for me, it might sound like an old man, but the gestures ideas, it doesn't work for me. On the fit, on the I think on the fit one, which I did have, I think they had a bit of gestures on it. I didn't quite like it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean about gestures, because like depending on which headset you get, the responsiveness of the gestures are a bit fickle. Sony, I've been very good at that. So if you get the XM3s, XM4s, XM5s, their gestures are like, you touch it, it's instant. You know what I'm saying? So you're not there doing this 100 times just trying to get the volume up. You know what I'm saying? Or doing that 100 times just to skip track. So Sony have got it on lock. All the other companies, not too sure. And that's one of the reasons I used to like Bose, because even now, the latest ones, which are, I think, which are this called the Quiet Comfort, the Bose Quiet Comforts. They always do buttons. You're saying button for the volume, button for this. And
but the thing is, what is the experience? Yeah, because the sound wise, I know they talk about other brands. Yeah, I'm a workflow guy. Yeah, and people can say, "Why do you part of the Apple cult?" Yeah, but the thing is, I just love the fact that I can walk in my Beats and all my Apple devices literally go, yo, brethren, yo, brethren, yo, brethren, yo, brethren, yo, brethren, yo, brethren, yeah? I just love that factor. Now, do you have that when you wear Bose and wear Sony on your Apple devices?
Yeah.
So if you walk into a room now and my iPad mini in there still and it connects, does it connect just like that?
But the XM4s, the Sony ones do. I mean, I was doing it only I was doing it only like within the last week. So literally,
cool.
If I put them on any device they pair to, they'll just click. They'll go to my iPad. They'll go to my iPhone.
But you would have to pair it.
No. I just as soon as I pull it on.
Yeah. But would you have to pair it like when I can pair it with one device?
Bluetooth?
Yeah.
So I mean, like any device you have to pair, because even with the AirPods or the Beats, you have to open the case and you'll come up and it'll say, do you want to pair these to your thing the first time, and then you do that. So,
but then once I pair on my one device, it's paired on every device.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah.
So but you don't get that with the Sony.
You don't get that with the Sonys.
Cool. Okay, cool.
But again, like,
but once you do it,
like, I can walk into a room and it will just automatically connect to whatever device is in that room that I've been using it for. So, and again, I like the fact that you can. I think any headphones now you buy where it can't connect to more than one device at a time is not worth it. So with the Sony, I got my iPad there, it'll be connected to that and my iPhone. If my phone suddenly rings, it'll just switch automatically to
brilliant.
Audio,
so it's seamless like that. Yeah.
So yeah.
No, that's good. Okay, cool. So that's how you guys you got some insight on that. Gee, they're learning enough from us, Don't care what anyone says. Right, something which we talked about, which I'm excited about, and I have to say, the studio has been the Mac that I've always wanted to purchase for the past 3 years, 4 years since its conception of. You know what I'm saying? And it's been something which, I remember the first moment it came out, I was dribbling over it, man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do understand is the first iterations, you got to be very careful, even though Mac is very good at doing great first iterations. Now, this is the third, and I don't know why I'm using pushy, crazy words I don't quite know the meaning with, but the third iteration or third version, you know what I'm saying? Talk like myself, is quite interesting because they got a M4 Max chip and an M3 Ultra chip. Yeah. So which was the curveball. So when I got the text from Mark, say, yo, Mark hit me up and go, M3 Ultra. Now right. So Mark, so you break them down. You break down the M4 Max because he's M4 expert. Yeah, you break down. You because you got. I'm sure. One second, you got an M4 laptop? Yeah, have you?
No, I've got the M4 Mac Mini. The
It's
M4 Pro.
Nadia, DJ Netdogs. She upgraded. She got the M4 MacBook.
Maybe,
She might
possibly.
got M4.
Yeah,
I'm
possibly.
sure she might have, by accident.
I mean, the first thing I'll say about these studios is, I think it's pretty. I mean, some may not agree, but I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're talking the Mac Pro, and I'm talking about the Mac Pro computers are dead. I don't think Apple are going to focus on building out anything called a Mac Pro computer anymore, like they did back in the day. I think the Mac Studio is the Mac Pro replacement. Because when you look at what they're putting in...
Sorry, guys.
No, let me explain why.
Okay, go.
Think about it right now. What is the most powerful chip that they do? It's the Ultras, right?
Ultras, yeah.
Right. And the Ultras are in the Mac Studio.
But the Ultra, I'm saying straight, mark my words, people, read my lips, yeah? There's going to be an M4 Ultra in the Mac Pro.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I tell you why. Because if you look at the power they're allowing you to put into this studio, because 512 gigabyte unified memory. Do you understand? 512 gigabyte of unified memory. But not storage, memory.
Bro, that's stupid, bro.
512, yeah, right. And then you got the 16 terabyte.
Okay, how much does that cost, though? How much does that cost?
Look, okay, put it this way. If you max out a Mac Studio right now, the M3 Ultra chip with 512 unified memory, 16 terabyte SSD, yeah, right? You're spending £14,300.
That's the same as a Pro, you know.
That's my point. Yeah. That's why I said a Pro. There's no reason because anything that they're putting a Pro right now, they've got. I mean,
break that. The Ultra chip, the Ultra chip. What does it really entail? It entails up to 32 CPU core, but it's of the M3 CPU, up to 80 GPUs, graphic things, like you said, up to 512 gigabyte RAM. Forget all that unified memory rubbish, just call it RAM. Gigabyte RAM. You know what I'm saying? You know, crazy. Up to 819 gigabyte memory bandwidth. You know what I'm saying? That's just the speed of the thing or whatever. And on top of that, 32 neural engines. Now that's the more to do with the AI stuff in it.
Put it this way, right? You can take like the most powerful Mac Pro that you can buy right now, fully spec'd, and it wouldn't be as powerful as this.
Yeah, because of the M2 Ultra.
But that's my point. Is that that's why I reckon they're going to be doing any polls. I reckon because even when you do the breakdown, because I don't know if you've seen any of the videos where they've opened up the Mac Studio and they've broken it down to show you what it looks like. There is so much space in there. If they really wanted to like build a bigger unit inside the shell, and then add more chips and all that, they can do it in this body. There's no reason for Apple to really go and do a new body, just to call it a Mac Pro, so you can go and buy it.
Okay.
I mean, even if you're looking at the specs on just this M3 Ultra, right, there is like a 1% user audience right now. 1%. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna use this.
This is the very, very, very point. When you actually check out the sales of Apple, Studio doesn't take up more than 1% of its sales. So that's why sometimes it's so sluggish to respond to it, because these power horses that everyone's dribbling on is not full 99.9999% of the people.
That's
out
what I'm
there,
saying. So based on that, for them to release a Pro, that Pro would have to be for that audience. And then is it worth them making it just for that audience, where even you take like the most popular YouTubers right now, let's say Mr. Beast, Marquez, they're not going to use the full power of this Mac Studio.
Them man's are still using M1 Max laptops. They use the M1
Marquez only upgraded like towards the end of last year.
Bro, listen. It's that's how good the M1. That's what I'm saying. That's how crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. So Apple have no reason to make another Pro machine. This Studio is powerful enough that even the most top people that we'll consider in our industry right now are struggling to even use a maxed out version of this. You might see them on the different YouTube channels with a maxed out version. That's just to review it and show you that they've got it. They're never going to touch the power. Never.
Okay, curveball here, man. Curveball. Say do you think the next wise move for Mac is to work out how do I put the M4 Max chip or the M5 Max chip into an iMac?
All right. That, if Apple were to do that tomorrow, they could. Because the layout in terms of the iMac right now and the thinness of even the chips here, there's no... I said this to you on a previous podcast. The only reason Apple haven't put like they've released the iMac, they've released the M1 iMac, they've released the M2 or M3 iMac. I think it's the M3 there. I think they skipped a generation.
One second, and they got M4 into M4.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, because
I'm just going. I'm saying that I think they missed the M2. I think there's the M4 one now. Yeah, but I think they missed the M2. I might be wrong.
Yeah,
but I think they missed the M2.
I think
and they went to M3.
I think they missed the M1 and went straight to M2.
No, this had the M1.
This had the M1.
It had the M1. Yeah,
I know the Mr. chip. I don't know Mr. Chip. Yeah, they probably missed the M2. Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
my thing is that. And like I said in the previous podcast, the only reason they haven't put it in there is so they have more products to sell and make more money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put a Pro in this, you're getting a 4.5K display.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a quality display already. You're getting the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to go out and buy their £1,500 display by itself. Or the other thing. So I think they've done that to spread out the thing. Because they can put any chip they want in this right now. The iMac is thin, but not too thin that it can't take another chip.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Would you buy an iMac if it was an M4 Pro? If it's an M4 Mac, M4 Max in there?
I would.
Which one would you go for? A Studio M4 Max or iMac M4 Max?
If they had an iMac M4 Max, I'll buy the iMac. Solely iMac, just solely because I'll get everything. I'll get the beautiful display. Like I said, it's 4.5K. It might even be a 5K one now.
It might even be 8K.
No, it's 4.5K. You get the keyboard, you get the mouse, you get everything you need, and you get the power.
But you would have to have a better screen than what it has there now.
I don't think you need. The thing is, you say you'd have to have a better screen, but technology right now and setups right now in terms of what our company is selling, nobody's really going above 4K, 4.5K. There's nobody really doing anything 8K. There's no shows or software that operates on 8K at the moment. And even if they did, any platform that you might put it on in terms of TV, YouTube, all that kind of stuff, they don't go above 4K. So having a bigger screen showing whatever doesn't really benefit you going forward. But yeah, to answer your question, I'll get the iMac solely because everything's in there. Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Listen, guys, I've got iMac. I will never go iMac again. But the thing, you know what the problem was with the iMac for me? Yeah, the biggest problem was I got a souped up one, man. I got it over there still. Yeah, looking in the Egypt bin, it's the iMac. iMac. The fact that I couldn't upgrade. Like my other Macs, you know what I mean? It was just awkward, you know what I mean? And the new ones. But saying that, upgrading culture is gone.
Yeah, it has.
It's dead. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't care if you got an EP. The reason why you had a PC is because you could upgrade it. Them days are going, bro.
Those days are going. I mean,
they're going.
With Macs now, what you get or what you can have is what you buy at the gate. You know what I'm saying? If you don't upgrade it at the gate, then you can't upgrade it ever again. So it's a case of what you think. So once it's locked in, it's locked in. I wish that they would release I've got the Mac Mini M4 Pro. If they put the M4 Pro chip in one of these iMacs, I would have bought one of those.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's why I'm a bit confused with that one still. I think they should really do that. But going back to the Studio, 100% is going to be one of my key purchases because of the documentary productions I'm going to be doing. Because and also with Affinity Xtra, what you guys don't realize is that the video that you are watching now, just export as a 4K video, an hour video. It takes up and it doesn't. I do it on my M1 Max and I do it on my M1. Now when I do it on my M1, it takes literally double the time, if not triple the time as my M1 Max. You know what I'm saying? My M1 Max is tasty. You know what I'm saying? I invested properly with my laptop with that. The problem I have is work for a bottleneck. I need the M1. I need a workhorse. So just being able to export videos in 10 minutes. That's just revolutionary, bro. Revolutionary. Knocking out video after video, and when you're editing with my Lumix cameras and stuff, 8K is becoming an option. And just become an option because of the new. I need to be able to edit as I go along, and I don't like having to render footage so I can edit quicker. I hate that because I have to go back. I like to have the power just to press play and go. You know what I'm saying? So to have my 4 or 5 angles doing concerts and documentaries, the speed of thought and really giving space for creativity and not fighting technically how to do it and hoping that you work out like some drunken master how to do it. But the M4 Max, I think for what we do is the Max. I think to be honest, the M2 Max. For what we do, we'll do the job. We do the job, bro. But I feel that for me, the M3 Ultra, as much as it's scary, but I think I feel safer with getting the M4 Max.
The Max,
M4 Max. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to spend, as much as it's got more GPUs and more this and more that, I wouldn't want to spend extra on an older chip.
Yeah.
That's just me.
And I think there'll be a few people that think exactly like that. Even though
that's why
it's faster and stuff like that. The chip in itself is not generally more powerful. Obviously, you got the extra core stuff, but in terms of what the
single
base
core
chip,
performance, it's not the one.
So I think, I'm with you on that. I think you asked me this question recently, and I would go for the M4 personally, still, and even just in terms of longevity, in terms of support and all that kind of stuff. We know that Apple. They support all their stuff for a long period of time, but the M4 will get a lot more support going forward.
I got a 2011 Mac Mini just doing basic functionality over there still, From 2011, this bad boy, for goodness sake, bro, you're staring at 15, 20 years of use, bro.
Easy.
This is investment, good investment, guys.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're serious about your things, and this is what I'm saying to people, and I think that part of his podcast is to almost reveal there's the creatives that really invest into their creativity, delivering the gospel music out there, and I think that when I see people going to insult creatives by saying, "Can you do my music video for £20 or £200?" It's insult to the amount of money we spend on our craft.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I really do think there needs to be kickback. I had a young man come to me and says, "Yeah, can I borrow some?" I said, "No," because if you're gonna drive up in a Mercedes Benz to the video shoot and expect me to do this for free, sorry, no. Check your priorities. I don't have a Mercedes Benz outside. Never had. Man, have to keep with Ford. You know the one there still, bro.
No, I know the one.
So we get through, but certain people can drive the Mercedes. I'm not saying just Mercedes, BMWs, and it's not to say you can't have that car. But the thing is, why should we sacrifice and you smile?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's that out there. Still,
we need to. I feel we all, every time we do these shows.
Okay, go.
We disrespect the base iPad. We don't talk about it.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
we
go.
Never talk about it.
But
you know what I'm saying?
iPad man here, I'm saying.
And the reason I say that is because we want to cover everybody.
Depending
on who it is. But we come there, we talk about our power because we know what we're like.
Yeah. We want this. So one second. The bought out. Did they bring it out? Or the bought out a new iPad.
Yeah, a new base iPad. Yeah.
Go talk. Right. So for people who have children and you want to give them something cheap, 329 quid, bro. Yeah. 329 quid, and you've got an iPad that you can easily connect a pen to. 128 gigabyte storage.
You can still get the magic keyboards, all that kind of stuff. They've got their own keyboard for it now, so it's like, again, it goes back to what we were saying at the beginning. It's like, if you only, I mean, a typical example, I've got family members which are studying and all this kind of stuff. And something like this will work perfect for them to note taking and things like that. They're not doing no editing. They're literally going to be using like Microsoft Word, Excel, taking some notes, maybe creating a few things in free form. All stuff you can do on the base iPad.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And there's so many different uses for it as well. I mean, even for myself, there's certain things I've been looking at the base iPad for because I want to create a media hub at home. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one that would be used for like the music and my Ring doorbells and all this kind of stuff, and just create like a kind of media hub.
But you know, the Mac's looking at coming from home hub thing.
And that's the other thing as well. It's like even when you're looking at this one, so this one comes now with the A16 chip, and like I said, if you're doing the very basic stuff, and like you said, if you're getting for kids, it's a good one. But the one before this now also will do the same things. And it's actually, I think, about £50 less at the moment now because of this one. So it's like 279 for the previous gen, which only came out last year.
Jeez, crazy.
Which only came out last year.
Crazy.
So you're looking at it and you're thinking, you know what? For 279, I can get an iPad into the world for whether it be for my kids or whatever.
Yeah. What age group would you buy as a parent? Loving Mac like you do. And I know people like to dash iPads at the pick. Yeah, they're 1 year old. Yeah. What age group would you?
The first iPad that I bought for a kid was for my goddaughter.
How old
and she was 4, literally 4. And I tell you now,
the man's converted people.
Like within the space of like 2 months, she could do everything on there.
Scaring it.
Everything on there. Go to her YouTube, find her own programs that she watches, all that stuff. Because she uses YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
All this kind of stuff. She plays her own games on there. Literally, like there's nothing that she couldn't do on there after a while. You know what I'm saying?
Parents, listen, advice to parents. Make sure the iPads are in the family so you can actually monitor what they are, but you can actually control the hours and the times but the screen is on. So parents, listen, these devices, it sounds like it's dangerous. It's only dangerous if you allow it to be dangerous, and you could actually limit a child to 1 hour a day. You know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing is, I think a lot of people don't realize, I'll just throw this in, I know we're not talking about that, but for parents especially, thinking about technology for your kids, whether it be the iPad or even you're talking about something like a PlayStation, you can actually nowadays you can actually control, like what you're saying, how much time, and you don't even need to. I'm not talking about you going to the kids, it's time to come off. You can actually, for example, where we Virgin have an option now where you can in the app you can select what time you want the internet to turn on and off.
Of course, yeah.
So you can say, okay, 11 o'clock at night, internet goes down. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean 8 o'clock at night? Why chat about?
And even if you don't want to lock down the complete internet within the Virgin one, and I can speak from that because I've used their one. You can actually select which devices you want to not be able to connect to it. So if you know, okay, this iPad is on there, you can say, okay, that iPad can't connect after 11 o'clock.
Well, I use the modems and stuff, so I buy a brand new ASUS, you know what I mean? ASUS modems, and I could connect to wherever I am, direct to it, and go to a particular device and say to my son, "You be misbehaving," boom, lock it off. You know what I'm saying? And I can say what times, what it is. Also, I can see how much they've been downloading. You said, "Why are you downloading 15 gigabytes? What have you downloaded?" You know when they're still it tells you the exe file. You're thinking, "What have you downloaded onto your PC?" So I think that parents, that's a whole nother subject. That's a whole podcast in itself. Parents getting a clue when it comes to devices and understanding when you send your children to the grandparents that the children can't take the mic when they're grandparents. And I feel like that's what the children do. They sneak into grandma's phone. You know what I'm saying? Having it all into all sorts of madness. You know what I mean? And then grandma calls us to go and fix the Mac or the PCs because the children was fasting and breaking the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I think we might have to come up with some tips for parents scenario. So
tech tips from AX.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the problem is as well, bro. Just for last question now. Apple Watch. They're coming up to decision making. I got my Apple Watch is falling apart now. Yeah, it's Apple version 6. Yeah, means a lot to me. I've had it from. When did 6 come out?
Years ago.
We talk about 2020.
Easy, maybe.
2019 going to 2020. Yeah. So it's 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? One's great and whatever, but it's like and I use it, play football with it, everything like that. Still, 100%. Yeah. Now, do I get these iPad watches now, Apple watches, or do I wait till September, set the tape together, get something ready, hold it down till the next iteration? Or is it going to be another letdown? Because I always do it.
Yeah, it's going to be the same as how iPhone and iPad were going for a long time, and what we were saying earlier, that the chips within them are powerful enough to do things for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Which is why you can rock the one you're rocking now, and it still works just fine. I would say if you've got a Gen 4 or below, then now's the time to upgrade, because you're coming close to the time now where Apple's going to stop supporting that particular product. So I'll say Gen 4 below. This
is Gen 6.
Yeah. Gen 6, I think because it's Gen 6 and there's Gen 10 now, you probably will notice a bit of difference in terms of speed. Because obviously the latest chips are a bit faster, so things will happen a bit more quicker on the display. The screens are bigger now since Gen 6. So you get more of a display.
More display. That's correct.
They push the borders out.
Yeah.
So there are little things. There's some health benefits as well on the latter ones, which weren't on the 6. So I think I would say to you now, you upgrade. But anything from, I'd say 8 onwards, I think you'll be fine. You don't necessarily have to upgrade straight to the top one. If you could find 8 at a good price, get that. But if you think to yourself, you know what, if I'm just going to go straight to the top one, then I won't have to do anything for another how many years. Then go for it. Because again,
would you go with Ultra? Would you go for Ultra or the Watch series?
I've got the Ultra. I do own the Ultra. When I bought the Ultra, I bought it Apple refurbished because I refused to pay the full price for the brand new one. So I went to the Apple refurbished site and bought the Ultra there. I think I paid like £200 less.
Okay, cool.
Than the other one. And again, for those of you that have bought Apple refurbished as well, Apple refurbished means basically Apple like new. Apple basically make sure the screen is brand new. Everything is brand new. The only difference is that they've refurbished whatever it is, and you're never going to know what they refurbished because it looks like it's brand new out of the box. The box survives in a box that looks like it's a brand new Apple box. Still the same way.
Still,
So the Ultras are nice. I would, even with the Ultra, I would say that if you want to say, you know, I'm coming from a Gen 4 or Gen 6 or whatever, and you want to get an Ultra, you don't even need to go to the Ultra 2. You can go to the first Gen Ultra, which is still stupid powerful.
There's not much difference.
There's not much difference at all.
The thing is, what I am waiting for is Apple. Is there stirs about Apple doing anything new for the next generation?
See, that's the only thing I was going to say is that there's been hints of Apple doing something new. Flatter. For the base Apple Watches, doing a flat screen like the Ultras in the new one, or circle screen like the Samsungs. That is a rumor that's been going on for about 2 years.
2 years.
So there's no guarantee. But again, personally, I don't think I'm not really, unless it's a standard watch like these.
Okay.
I'm not a massive fan of like my smartwatches being circles. I prefer the square look of the Apple Watches. But yeah, like I said, apart from that, it's up to you. I would say you got your 6 now. I'd say upgrade, and then you don't have nothing to do for a long while, man.
Yeah, man. I think for me, I'm a bit of a health freak, so I really want. I know they're not going to bring out the sugar thing yet, because I would love to check my sugar levels. But I think the one that actually can, because Samsung, you can actually measure your I think it's your body, your BMI.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying. So I would love for Apple to have that facility to do. It does temperature, but I'm saying. I would love it for you to try to check my BMI. You know what I'm saying, and I think it's my BMI. But you see what I'm saying. So for me, that'd be really cool.
I think there's depending on what you're doing. There's different benefits of where we go to Apple Watch, Samsung, all that kind of stuff. I know one of the reasons I liked the Apple Watch and I got the one that I got was because I have a heart condition called atrial fibrillation, and the Apple Watch was able to tell me whenever when it happens. So there's times I've woken up in the morning and it's told me that, okay, while you're sleeping you've had a bit of AFib.
Wow.
So and then it's got to the place now where, like, even though the watch can tell you that, in medical communities, in terms of like hospitals, all that kind of stuff, they're not 100% on like partnered with Apple with it now. But then I'll go to the doctors and I'll say to him whatever, and then one of the questions you'll ask me, do you have a smartwatch? He'll just look at what the smartwatch is saying and then match it up with what he might be saying or what he might be saying.
Very soon, bro, you can connect, and I know you can connect to with the NHS device, connect to Apple Watch information. I'm sure you can do that because I've got my app by Connect with the doctors, and that's gonna be imminent. And I think again, it's about the rich being rich and the poor being poor, but the flexibility for these devices to, even the crashing thing, you know what I'm saying, to have accidents and to send signals. You could be in a area where there's no signal, but be able to send out SOS.
And kudos to Apple as well. I mean, with the Apple Watch SE, one of the things that I really liked is that obviously like any other SE device, it'll be a stripped down version of the main one.
Yeah.
But they've kept certain of the health benefits on the SE, so you can pretty much get an Apple Watch for 200, or it's from £219. I didn't even realize that the price had gone down.
Yeah, I was just looking there. I was like,
I'm sure
290 quid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 250 before.
Sweet took the missus, man.
But
Buy one. You know, no one there.
£219 for an Apple Watch SE. You still get some of the health benefits on there, and you still benefit with having one of the most up to date chips in there as well. So
crazy, bro.
It's an easy ecosystem to get into when it comes to watches.
Well, yeah, 100%, man. That's crazy. Wow, people, wow. That's sorry, guys. That's a bit of a blockbuster Apple show. Apple, you know, whatever. You know my number. You know what I'm saying? Still, I'm other sorts of things out, and I think out there still, yeah. But don't worry, guys. Hopefully, we'll be talking about the vision, the next iteration of the Apple Vision next time.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen for another 10 months, bro.
I would love to say one day I'm gonna walk in here with one on my head and just say, "Well, yeah, we're doing this."
Yeah.
Apple, until you bring something down that's closer to this price.
Yeah. It's not.
you ain't seeing me, man.
It's gonna be scary, bro. People walking around with that vision, you might go, "Oh," like, but. We're 5 years away from that really being a normal thing still, you know what I mean? But it's great how Mac just kind of like teases it out there still, you know, and get everybody used to it. I remember when Mac came out and said, listen, no more CDs, drives. Bro, you remember when that came out and everybody like, you know what I'm saying? You know.
There's a lot of things that the Mac, Apple working on. I mean, eventually we're going to get, and it's been talked about a lot, with the iPhones, we're not going to have any charging ports. Everything's going to go to MagSafe and wireless. Jeez. So we're getting there now. Things are changing. We'll see what happens.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, that was a Power Pack show. It's gonna get clipped up like crazy. You guys, I was in trouble. But listen, thanks for this again for listening to Tech Extra. Myself and Marx, and I just giving out our experiences with tech and how we feel. It's all about Apple or how we feel about the latest products out there and what we want to come out, man. So, iMac. Here we go. An Apple Watch. Fix up.
What's going on, people? I'm DJ H, and make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Xtra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you know. Listen. Don't go anywhere, you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren, yeah?